Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. My name is Emma and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be reading to you chapter 1 of Girls Out Late. This is the next book in the girls sequence. I've already read chapter 1 of Girls in Love and Girls Under Pressure. So it is now time to read this one. Okay. Chapter 1. We're going out tonight, Nadine, Magda and me. It's not a big night out. We're certainly not going to stay out late. We're just going on this little after-school shopping trip. No big deal at all. We'll meet at 6:30 at the Flowerfield Centre. Wander round the shops on their late night. We'll eat in McDonald's and they'll be home by 9 like good girls. I don't bother to dress up or anything. I change out of my school uniform, obviously, but just into my black baggy trousers. They've been in the washing machine one spin too many times, so that they're now technically not black at all, more a murky grey. Still, they're just about the only trousers in the whole world that are big without making me look enormous. They almost give the illusion that there's a weeny little bum and long lean legs hiding under all that bunchy material. I try my newest stripy pink top, but I'm not too sure about it now. It's a little too bright to be becoming. It makes my own cheeks glow positively peony. I wish I looked deathly pale and ethereal like my best friend Nadine. I'm stuck with permanently rosy cheeks and dimples. I searched the airing cupboard for something dark and plain and end up purloining a dark grey V-necked school sweater belonging to my little brother Eggs. It fits a little too snugly. I peer long and hard in my mirror, worrying about the prominence of my chest. No matter how I hunch up, it still sticks out alarmingly. I'm not like my other best friend Magda, who deliberately tightens the straps of her wonder bra until she can practically rest her chin on her chest. My own bra seemed to be a bit too revealing. I try tucking a tissue in each cup so that I am not outlined too outrageously. Then I attack my hair with a bristle brush, trying to tame it into submission. It's as if my entire body is trying to get it out of control. My hair is the wildest of all. It's longish, but so tightly curly it grows up and out as well as down. Nadine is so lucky. Her long licorice black hair falls straight past her shoulders. No kinks at all. Magda's hair looks incredible too, very short and stylish and bright red, dyed. It looks really great on her, but if my hair was that short, it would emphasise my chubby cheeks. Anyway, with my bright pink face, I'd be mad to dye my hair scarlet. Not that my stepmom Anna would let me. She even gets a bit fussed when I use henna shampoo, for God's sake. Anna eyes me now as I clatter into the kitchen to beg for some spare cash. Eggs is sitting at the table playing with the hands of my old alarm clock, muttering, 4 o'clock telly time, fun. 5 o'clock, more telly time, fun, fun. 6 o'clock tea time, yum, yum. That's my alarm clock, I say indignantly. But it's been broken for ages, Ellie. I thought it might help him learn the time. Do the big hand thing, Eggs, says Anna. Honestly, it's embarrassing having such a moron for a brother. And he was the one who broke it, fiddling around with the hands. 12 o'clock midnight, big sister turns into a pumpkin, says Eggs, and shrieks with laughter. Are you off out, Ellie? I'm just meeting Nadine and Magda to go late night shopping. 7 o'clock bath time, splashy splashy. 8 o'clock bedtime, yuck yuck. What about your homework? I did it when I came home from school. No, you didn't. I did, honestly. You were watching television. I did it while I was watching television. I don't usually watch kids' TV, but there's this new art program that has some amazingly cool ideas. I'm going to be a graphic artist when I grow up. I'm definitely not going to the art college where my dad lectures, though. I'm certainly not cut out to be one of his adoring students. It's weird to think that Anna was once. And my mum. She died when I was little, but I still miss her a lot. Eggs isn't my whole brother. He's just a half. Thief! Eggs suddenly screams, pointing at me. That's my school jumper. Take it off. I'm just borrowing it for the evening. He doesn't even like this school jumper. Anna has to sweet talk him into it every morning. He prefers the weird, wacky, rainbow-coloured concoctions that Anna knits for him. When he was going through his Teletubby phase, he had 4, purple, green, yellow and red, so he could be Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala or Po as the mood took him. Today, Eggsy's wearing his magenta Barney the dinosaur jumper. I am immensely glad that I am way past the stage of Anna making me natty knitted jumpers. But you'll muck it up, Eggs wails. I'll muck it up. Eggsy's such a slurpy, splashy eater. His clothes are permanently splattered orange, baked beans, yellow, egg yolk, and purple, Ribena. I examined his sweater for spots and stains very carefully indeed before putting it on. You'll make it smell. I won't. How dare you? I don't smell. You do. You do. Doesn't she, Mum, says Eggs. I don't, I say, but I'm starting to get panicky. I don't really smell, do I? Has my deodorant stopped working? Oh, God, does everyone back away from me with expressions and pinched nostrils and I just haven't noticed? Ellie doesn't smell, says Anna. She does, of that yucky, powdery, sweet, scenty stuff. I don't want my school sweater ponging like a girl, Eggs insists. Tugging at the jumper, I swat his hands away as best I can. Stop him, Anna, he'll rip it. Yes, give over, Eggs, though it is his sweater. Honestly, for years and years you wore your dad's extra-large t-shirts that came way past your knees. Now you want to wear Eggs' teeny-weeny little sweaters. When are you going to wear anything that fits? I don't ever borrow Anna's clothes. We have a very different style, even though she's only 14 years older than me, and we're a very different shape too. She's skinny, I'm not. But I've decided I'm not going to let that bug me anymore. I went on a seriously intense diet last term and started to get obsessed about my weight, but now I'm getting back to normal. To prove it, I eat a toasted cheese sandwich with Anna and Eggs, even though I'll be munching at McDonald's later. What time shall I get Dad to come and pick you up, says Anna. I don't need Dad to pick me up, I'll get the bus back. Are you sure? I don't like the idea of you coming back on your own when it's getting dark. I won't be on my own, I'll be with Nadine all the way on the bus, and as far as Park Hill Road. Tell you what, you travel back to Nadine's house and give us a ring when you get back there. Then Dad can drive round and give you a lift, okay? Okay. I smile at Anna and she smiles back as we acknowledge our compromise. We never used to get on, but it's weird, now we're kind of friends. It's not okay. Tell her to give me back my school jumper, Mum, Eggs yells, kicking at me. I will never be friends with Eggs. He's still wearing his school lace-ups and he's really hurting my shins. I might be wearing combat trousers, but they're totally ineffective against weapons of war. Don't get me all hot and bothered, Eggs, or I might have to go and spray myself with perfume to cool down. I say I might accidentally douse his dopey old sweater. No, don't you dare. Stop teasing him, Ellie, says Anna, sighing. She's digging in her handbag. How much pocket money have you got left? Absolutely zilch. In fact, I owe Magda. She paid for me to go swimming last Saturday. And you already owe me for that pair of tights from Sock Shop. Oh, God, yes. Help, I'm bound for the debtor's prison. Can't you kind of budget, says Anna, unzipping her purse. I try, but Dad is such a meanie. Magda gets twice what I get for her allowance. Don't start, Ellie. But it's not fair. Life isn't fair. I'll say, still, the minute I'm 14, I'm also to get some kind of paid work. You name it, I'll do it. Then I'll be able to keep up with Magda and Nadine. Well, halfway up. Here you are. Anna hands me a £5. I feel a bit mean. Anna hasn't got a job either. She's been looking hard since Eggs started school, but there's nothing going. She has to catch cash from Dad too. Marriage certainly isn't fair. Catch me ever getting married? In fact, I'm not too sure I want anything to do with boys at all. Magda's totally boy mad. Nadine isn't quite as crazy, although last year she went out with this total creep called Liam, who treated her like dirt. I had a sort of boyfriend then too. Well, her boy, who was a friend rather than a boyfriend. He certainly wasn't a dreamboat, but he seemed to be dead keen on me. He wrote me all these love letters and couldn't wait to see me. He declared true love forever and ever. But then his letters fizzled out, and it turned out he had met this other girl, and now he's declared true love forever and ever to her. As if I care. She's welcome to him. I don't want him anymore. I don't want a boyfriend at all, really. So anyway, I rush round to Nadine's place and she is in the middle of an argument with her mum. She's mad at Nadine because she wants her to go to this line dancing class with her and Natasha. It's truly sad. It's a truly sad session where lots of mums go with their daughters. Nadine's mum is dead keen on line dancing and has made herself a denim skirt with matching waistcoat, and she wears a pair of white fringed cowboy boots. Natasha adores her baby cowgirl outfit. She loves line dancing too and is already the little star of the class. Nadine's mum bought enough blue denim to make another matching set for Nadine. She would willingly pay for another pair of white cowgirl boots. Nadine would rather die than go line dancing in a blue denim outfit and white cowgirl boots, especially with her mum and her loathsome little sister. I sometimes feel you're not part of this family at all, says Nadine's mum. I sometimes wish I wasn't part of this family, Nadine says defiantly. I'm going down to Flowerfields with Ellie. Flowerfields? What's the matter with you? Only this Saturday, you made such a fuss because I wanted you to come shopping in the Flowerfield Centre with Natasha and me. And what did you say? Only that you couldn't stick going shopping, especially in the Flowerfield Shopping Centre. Nadine rolls her eyes, already extra expressive with the thick outline of black coal. Nadine's mum sighs. Are you as insolent to your mother, Ellie? Well, it's different, I say diplomatically. I mean, Anna's my stepmother, but she's more my age. We're more like sisters. It's not like she's really a mum figure. I wish I didn't have a mum figure, says Nadine when we finally escape. Gosh, she doesn't have to go on. And Natasha's driving me nuts too. Just think, I've got 4 or 5 more years before there's a chance of breaking free. How am I going to survive? She clenches her fist dramatically, then wails, Oh, bum my nail. Nadine spends the next 5 minutes mourning her broken nail. I eventually divert her by planning out our blissful life in the future when we're 18 and have fully served our life sentences with our families. We'll both go to art college, me to do graphics, Nadine to do fashion. We'll get our own little flat. We'll get up when we want, eat when we want, go out when we want, hold a party every single Saturday. We plan it all out on the bus into town and we're still busy negotiating over the interior decorating when we meet up with Magda at the Flowerfields entrance. We're momentarily diverted. Magda looks stunning in a skimpy little pink lacy top that shows off every single pore. My heart beats enviously under its pad of paper tissue. If only I had Magda's confidence. You've got that new top and new trousers, says Nadine, eyeing them up and down. She darts round Magda's back and pulls at the waistband. Wow, DKNY. Where did you get them? My Auntie Kath came round at the weekend. She bought the trousers in Bond Street weeks ago, meaning to go on a diet to fit into them, but she hasn't lost a pound, so guess what? I got lucky. Why haven't I got a lovely auntie, says Nadine. Did she give you the top too? She fingers it enviously with her 1/10 defective long nails. She bought it for me as a present, yeah. Do you like the colour? You don't think it clashes with my hair? Everything clashes with your hair, I say, ruffling her amazing crimson curls. I want to get a lipstick the same pearly pink, says Magda. Come on, girls, shopping time. We spent hours and hours and hours circling the makeup stand in Boots, while Magda anoints her wrists with pink stripes in her attempt to find the perfect pink. Nadine is happy enough playing with makeup samples and experimenting with black lipstick and silver blusher, but I get a bit fed up. I'm not really into makeup, actually. I mean, I've got some and I shove it on if I'm going out anywhere special, but I always forget and dab my eyes and smear it, or wipe my mouth and end up with lipstick on my chin. Then we spent hours and hours and hours at the nail varnish stands. Nadine ends up buying a nail lengthening kit, one of those fun sets where you can paint on false nails, all different patterns, and add little sequins and beads and stuff. Magda buys one too, but I know I'd forget and nibble mine off. I'm going to stop biting my nails one day. But at the moment, my teeth have a beaver-like will of their own and gnaw my fingers ferociously. Come on, you guys, the shops will be shutting soon, I moan, and eventually they let me drag them up to this art shop on the top floor. They get fed up after the first few seconds and hang around outside while I finger the fat white sketch pads and lust after the huge shiny tins of rainbow felt tips. I'm only in there a minute, but Magda and Nadine keep putting their heads around the door and yelling at me. I try out the pens, writing, I am Ellie, and I like to draw. I do so squiggling a little elephant with a wavy trunk with a 07 point and a weeny 03 point and a mean green and a flamboyant pink, and after more moans from outside, I end up buying the 05 black pen I always choose, and a little square black sketchbook that I simply can't resist. I haven't got too much money left. I'm going to have to beg a few chips off Magda and Nadine or go hungry, but I'm happy. The three of us link arms and wander around the rest of the shops, trying on high heels in office and staggering around like drunks. And then we spend ages in the HMV store listening to the latest Claudie Coleman album. Magda, Nadine and I have entirely different musical tastes, but we're all united in our admiration for Claudie. Magda likes her because she sings songs with very powerful, positive lyrics. Nadine likes her because her music is very cool and hip. I like her because she's got long, wild, curly hair. A bit like mine, but much lovelier, and she's not a bit fat, but she's much curvier than your average rock chick, so she's kind of my role model. The HMV store is crowded. Magda automatically stands wherever there's a clump of likely looking boys. They all stare at her appreciatively, and three of them start chatting her up. Nadine and I sigh and slope off. This is a familiar situation, and it sucks. 3 boys, 3 girls, and all 3 want to be the one who gets Magda, says Nadine. She's too nice to point out she's always second choice. It's easy enough to work out where I come last. Hey, wait for me, says Magda, scurrying after us. The boys call after her, but she doesn't take any notice. Stay with them if you want, I say. Yeah, we're going down to McDonald's, but you can catch up with us later, says Nadine. I'm catching up with you now, says Magda. This is our girl time, right? Hey, look at the time. It's getting late. Come on, let's eat. Magda is sweet enough to insist on buying me a burger and fries. I draw her portrait on the first page of my sketchbook, picturing her doing a little twirl in her pink top and designer trousers with lots of adoring weenie guys milling around her ankles. Then I draw Nadine. First of all, I tease her and kit her out in rhinestone cowboy gear, but after she's clobbered me, I appease her by drawing her as a glamorous witch with nails like jewelled claws, and in one elaborately manicured hand, she's holding a little doll, the image of Natasha, stuck all over with pins. I'm really into drawing now, so I peer around for someone to sketch, and then I see the strangest thing. There's a boy the other side of McDonald's. He's not strange, he's quite good looking with dark eyes and long floppy hair. He's wearing a Homer High School uniform. A lot of the boys who go there are either Hooray Henrys or the twitchy nerdy type. But this boy's different, and guess what he's doing? He's got a pen and a little notebook similar to mine, and he's sketching me? It can't be me. No, of course, it's Magda. She's the one all the boys stare at all the time. But when he looks up, he's staring straight at me, and when Magda goes to get another straw for her milkshake, he doesn't turn his head. Then it'll be Nadine. Yes, he's joined Nadine with her amazing long hair and big dark eyes, though Nadine is lolling back in her chair, and I'm not sure he could see her properly now. It's me he's looking at. Looking up at my face, down at his book, up and down, his pen moving rapidly across the page. He must think I'm staring at him, but it doesn't put him off. Why have you gone pink, Ellie, says Nadine. Oh God, I haven't, have I? Shocking pink. What is it? Nothing. Who are you looking at, says Magda, coming back with the straw. She peers round and susses things out straight away. Are you flirting with that Homer High guy? No. Which boy? Says Nadine, peering. Don't. He's staring at us. So we'll stare at him, says Magda. What's he doing, writing? I think he's sketching, I say. What? Me. Magda and Nadine look at me. They both look a little surprised. What's he drawing you for, says Nadine. I don't know. It feels weird, I say as his eyes flicker up and down again. So you draw him, says Magda. Go on, Ellie. It'll look silly. No, it won't. Go on. He's drawing you, so you draw him, even Stephen, says Magda. All right, I start sketching the sketcher. I try a jokey portrait, making his eyes extra beady, his hair a little too long, stands ultra alert. I draw the sketchbook in his hand with a small picture of me. In this picture, I am crouched over my own sketchbook, drawing a miniature portrait of him. It's good, says Magda. So you're drawing him, drawing you, drawing him. It's making my brain bust thinking about it, says Nadine. Hey, he's coming over, says Magda. What? I say, looking up. She's right. He's walking this way, still staring at me. I shut my sketchbook up quickly and slide it onto my lap. Hey, that's not fair. I want to see what you've drawn, he says, standing at our table. He smiles at me. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Magda and Nadine burst out laughing. That's an invitation you can't resist, Ellie, says Magda. Ellie, hey, you're not Ellie the elephant, are you? He says. I stare at him. Ellie the elephant. Why is he calling me my old nickname? Does he think I'm that fat? All my old anorexic loopiness overwhelms me. I feel like I'm being blown up like a balloon. Roll up to peer at the fat lady in McDonald's. Ellie the elephant, I whisper in a mouse squeak out of my garden-turned head. Yeah, I was in the art shop upstairs just now, you know. Does she know? Says Magda. She only spends half her life in there. Half our lives, says Nadine. Me too, he says. Anyway, I was buying this new pen, and I went to try it out, and someone else had been writing across the pad, and there was his name, Ellie, and a cute little elephant with a wavy trunk. Oh, yes, I see. That was me, I say, shrinking back into my ordinary size self. So, have you been drawing lots of little elephants, eh? I hope not, says Magda, seeing as she's supposed to have been drawing me. And me, says Nadine, and also you. Me? He says eagerly. Shut up, Nadine, I say. Oh, come on, let me see. Look, he opens his own sketchbook. Here's you. I peer at it, my heart thudding. I've never seen my portrait drawn by anyone else. Well, I suppose Eggs has included me in his shaky cronings of my family, but as he represents me as 2 big blobs, 4 stick lines, and a wild scribble of hair, his portraits are not very flattering. This boy's portrait of me is amazing. He's brilliant at art. His pen is the same as mine, yet he's got it to swoop and spiral with such style. He's obviously a fan of Aubrey Beardsley. He places his figure on the paper with that kind of confidence, a bold outline and immense detail with the hair, the features and texture of the jumper, my hair, my features, my jumper, well on loan from Eggs. He's drawn me looking the way I'd like to look, intelligent and absorbed, drawing in my own sketchbook, drawing him, and the picture me is drawing a minute portrait too. Wow, says Nadine, look, he's drawn you, drawing him, drawing you, and you've drawn him, drawing you, drawing him. You're burbling, Nadine, says Magda. Here, Ellie, show him. She snatches my sketchbook and shows him my portrait of him. He laughs delightedly. It's great. It's not nowhere near as good as yours. It's annoying. I'm not really desperately competitive, and I couldn't care less about coming top in school or winning at games and stuff like that. But the one thing I suppose I've always taken for granted is that I'm good at art, better than anyone else in my class. What year are you in, I ask. Year 11. It makes it a little easier. Maybe in 2 years' time I'll be as good as that. Maybe. What year are you in, Ellie? Year 9. We all are. Nadine raises her eyebrows at Magda, and they both sigh, irritated at me for giving away our age. I suppose they could both get away with making out they were year 10, maybe even older, but I'm smaller than them, and with my chubby cheeks and dimples, I could easily be mistaken for some little kid of 11 or 12. Apart from my chest, I wriggle in my chair. I keep reading that line really wrong, so I'll just do that line again. But I'm smaller than them, and with my chubby cheeks and dimples, I could easily be mistaken for some little kid of 11 or 12. Apart from my chest. I wriggle in my chair. I'm not sticking my chest out. I'm just sitting up a little straighter. I'm going to get myself another coffee. Can I get you girls anything? Well, we were just going, I say. No, we weren't, says Magda. Sure, coffee would be great. He smiles and goes off to the counter, leaving his sketchbook on the table. I haven't got any more money, I hiss. I already owe you, Mags. He can pay. He'll have stacks of cash, seeing as he's a posh knob harmer's boy, says Nadine. He really fancies you, Ellie. No, he doesn't, I say quickly, blushing again. He's just being friendly, that's all. Oh, yeah, like he trots around the whole of McDonald's buying everyone coffee. It was just because I was drawing. Anyway, it's probably not me he's interested in. It could be you he fancies, Nadine. Or Magda. Do you think so? Says Magda, twiddling her hair, licking her lips. You wish, Max, says Nadine. He's only got eyes for Ellie. He comes back with the coffee, then sits down besides me. So what else have you been drawing, Ellie? I'm Russell, by the way. He holds out his hand. I blink at him. I think he's being incredibly formal and wants to shake my hand, but he looks surprised when I hold out my own hand politely. I was reaching for your sketchbook, actually. Oh. I feel myself blushing scarlet and try to snatch my hand away. Well, let's shake anyway, that makes us friends, says Russell, giving my hand a little squeeze. Nadine gives Magda a triumphant nod. She's right. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm suddenly rocketed onto a romance planet. Things like this don't happen to me. Let's see the sketchbook, he says. He looks at my jokey portraits of Magda and Nadine. They're really fantastic, he says, grinning. No, they're not. They were just quick sketches anyway. I can draw a bit better than that, I say, but I'm nowhere near as good as you. No, I think you've got a real gift, Ellie. Do you want to do graphics later? He's treating me like a serious person. He's a serious person. The only boyfriend I've ever had thought that you spelt it graphics and reckoned it was a stick of glue. Yeah, maybe, I said casually. There's supposed to be a very good graphics course at Kingtown Art College, says Russell. I don't really fancy going there. It's where my dad teaches, I say. Oh, right, I know the problem. My mum teaches in the juniors at my school. It was seriously weird putting my hand up calling her miss. I rather hoped she might make me teacher's pet on top of the class, but she kept picking on me. We get launched into this whole long conversation about schools. Magda says something about her embarrassing enormous packed lunches when she was at junior school. Her mum and dad run a restaurant, and if they are fond of anyone, they want to feed them up. They're very, very, very fond of Magda. Most people are, but Russell hardly seems to notice her, though he nods politely. Magda gives up. Shall we buzz off home, Ellie? Nadine, rather. I don't know why I said Ellie. Shall we buzz off home, Nadine? She suggests. Good idea, she says. Bye, Ellie. See you tomorrow. No, wait, I'm coming too, I say. Can I come as well, says Russell. Which way home do you go, Ellie? I go on the bus with Nadine. Oh, that's great, so do I, says Russell. You don't even know which bus. Your bus. Magda and Nadine roll their eyes. I giggle stupidly. I feel my cheeks at the back of my hand. They're hot enough to fry a couple of eggs. At least I've cooled down a little outside. Magda waves goodbye and goes off shaking her head. Still a little bemused, I trot along awkwardly between Russell and Nadine, trying like mad to think of something intelligent to talk about. I want to ask Russell all sorts of stuff about art, but I don't want to leave Nadine out of things. Yet if I start chattering to Nadine about French homework and what combination of colours she's going to paint her nails, it'll seem rude to Russell. I glance nervously from one to the other. Both of them catch me looking. Nadine rolls her eyes at me. Russell smiles. He clears his throat. He hums a little tune. Perhaps he's lost for words too. This is surprisingly reassuring. Have you got their latest album? Says Nadine. I stare at her blankly, but Russell responds. He was humming this song by some cult hit band that Nadine is nuts on. I've never even heard of them. Russell and Nadine burble on about them. What do you think of Animal Angst, Ellie? Russell asks. I blink at him. I wouldn't know Animal Angst if it howled in my ear. Okay, I say cautiously. Nadine gives her eyes another roll, but she doesn't betray me. I resolve to read the New Musical Express every week. We stand waiting for the bus. There's a big poster for a horror movie over the road. Girls Out even later. Great, says Russell. It's coming out on Friday. The gory special effects are meant to be superb. Did you want to see it, Ellie? I dither helplessly. Does he mean do I want to see it with him? I want to go out with him, yes please, but I hate horror movies. I have to hide my eyes and all the scary parts. I can't even listen to creepy music or I come out with goose pimples. I've only ever seen horror movies on video. It would be much, much scarier on a huge screen. I'd probably make a right idiot of myself with Russell and end up cowering right under the seat if I ever got in, as it's 18. I haven't got a hope in hell of convincing anyone that I'm 18. Russell is looking at me, waiting for a reply. I say eventually, fully aware that this reply is not worth the wait. Nadine launches into a long rave about the director's last horror movie and I stand and stare into the middle distance. Russell seems fascinated. He's obviously realising he's been hitting on the wrong girl. He and Nadine are soulmates. What did you think of Girls Out Late, Ellie? He asks. Okay, I mumble. Did you like it? Russell presses me. I seem to take it to talking in initials. Okay and Did you like the creepy bit in the multi-storey car park, says Russell. I look at Nadine for help. This time she betrays me by bursting out laughing. Ellie never got that far, she says. She started to watch it round my place but had to hide her eyes before the title sequence was over. She only got 10 minutes into the movie proper before running right out of my bedroom and refusing to come back. Russell grins. So you find horror movies a bit scary, Ellie? Ellie's the type of girl who find the new scary, Nadine giggles. My face is certainly pear-red. Russell must take me for a right idiot. He's laughing at me. Then please come to the movie with me, Ellie. You'll be snuggling right up to me in no time, he says. I managed to laugh too, though I still feel a bit foolish. I glance at my watch. Talk about Girls Out Late. It's nearly 10. Still, the bus is coming. I'll be home soon, at least that's what I intend. Right, so that's chapter 1 completed. Don't forget, if you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe, share and comment. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will see you next time with the final instalment of the girls section, which is Girls in Tears. Until then, bye bye.